Wow. Holy crap. Is everybody still there? Is society still intact? It's like we're breaking through all kind of barriers these days. How you doing? Just me? Man, this 100% sinking business ain't easy. So we're 83% of the way done. Wow. Look at that horsey was already waiting for us. How appropriate. Um, well, I don't know how entertaining I'm going to be today. My life has been one heck of a journey, I'll tell you that. And I know that my many, 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 many decades remaining, oh, so many, is going to be filled with a lot more fun. I know these times are probably the more turbulent parts of my life that are going to occur because it's like trying to be born out of a bullshit situation. You know, it's pretty clear to me at this point that the circumstances over the past decade of my life were dictated by people of different authority levels politically playing chess with each other. And it's pretty sucky because I'm a pretty talented, funny dude when you're not playing a political chess game with each other. I'm a pretty kind of cool dude. And when the world isn't trying to tear each other apart psychologically with different mental health and psychologically manipulative techniques, I'm a pretty decent human being. Relatively speaking, I think. Am I the most do-gooder of all the people in the world? Probably not. I'm not out there doing all the charity work I can. That's some people. Those are some people that you can't top that. I'm not. Charity work's good though. You should do charity work. Charity work is important, I think. But I digress. Anyways, my ride is only just beginning, and so all the people who are doing everything in their power to try to disable, break down, disrupt, interfere with, prohibit, censor, restrict, condemn, etc., fill in the blank with the appropriate title. You know, I'm an American and I'm going to fight for my independence. That's all I can say. I'm going to do it I'm going to do it in ways that are that make sense legally speaking, or in ways that are supposed to get the attention of people who can help me legally to defend myself from people who clearly are doing what they can to both help. There's certain people trying to help, and then there's certain people trying to ignore that. It's very confusing. So, just want to say, to those of you who've been along this ride for the past 3 years, still, thank you. To those of you who are just joining, it's a little bit of a weird time at the moment, but I think I'm making things happen in a positive way, and I'm, trying to get my truth out there. And to those of you that have been kind of like in and out, well, I'm sure you'll hear something or notice something in some sort of media context, because it seems to me like, my journey, my ride definitely has cultural media relevance and significance. And you can tell specifically with Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live has actually, if you notice, and I don't know why people haven't noticed yet, but if you notice, there in the past month or so, Saturday Night Live has done bits that are associated with the things I've done, associated with certain aspects of my stream. So I think that's cool. And honestly, thank you very much, Saturday Night Live and the cast and crew, and you know, thank you. Thank you for trying to bring cultural significance into my world, and vice versa. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And I know I feel like I'm being hounded by some people in the entertainment industry, harassment wise. And I think that also has gone on, you know. But not everybody in the entertainment industry is bad, but not everybody's out to help people either. and finding out who are the people that have been trying to help versus who are the people trying to use their entertainment media influence to destroy. It's been a journey in itself. So thank you to all those who have been trying to help me. I really do need housing. I really do need my own housing. Whether it's my own one bedroom or whether I share it with people who are similar to my age, mind, and perspective in life. I live with my dad. He's a certain age. He's a certain health stuff going on, and this streamer lifestyle doesn't really benefit him as much as it benefits me. And it's a very precarious position to be trying to do this career thing, artistic career stuff, video game world stuff, and having it interfere with my dad's life, having it interfere with my life and my parents' life, just in general, the media world and entertainment world. And I don't mind commanding that influential power. I think that's part of the job, is being able to command that power, or part of the responsibility is being able to command that power. But, I think there are definitely some ways which we can resolve certain issues that have arisen. And one of those things has been housing for me. I really have been homeless. February 2019. It was the end of February 2019 when I became homeless, and I have I'm from Los Angeles. I went through the LA Family Housing, LA Housing Authority. I signed up for emergency Section 8 housing voucher. I signed up for Section 8 housing voucher. It's two separate times. I've done a bunch of stuff for housing resources. I'm an LA native. I was born in LA. I grew up in Los Angeles County. And I had to leave Los Angeles because I was worried about my safety and my situation as a streamer and as somebody speaking freely. Because there's been a large, this past couple of years, speaking freely, people are scared of free speech. People are scared of free speech. They really are. And there's people that make legal games out of it, and there's people that make psychological games out of it. And I'm somebody who believes in free speech, even if some of it is very, out there sometimes, because the discussion deserves to be had sometimes. Sometimes people rant about crazy shit. I've even been, I can even say that I've said some, out there stuff sometimes based off of hypothetical or hypothesis like thinking, which is an educated guess. So I use educated thinking to try to say some out there stuff, and some of them is out there because of my life situation, which has been a weird journey to begin with. And I know that's unusual, generally speaking, but it is what it is. And I'm trying to make something of myself. So just keep that in mind going forward when you're watching me and viewing my content. This thing, this isn't fake for me. This isn't phony. I really did go through some, I don't think I had to become homeless. I think people in the entertainment industry could have stepped in. I think people were watching over me. I've had this whole crowd and audience effect. This started occurring for me right before I became homeless, like about 2-3 months before I became homeless, when Mike Messina and Mariano Rivera, and this is why it's weird to me, because Mike Messina, New York Yankees, my favorite baseball team. They really are. Even though I'm an LA native, Dodgers would be my second favorite. I have just personal emotional sentiment to the Yankees without going too far into it or digressing. And Mariano Rivera, Mike Messina. That's when I started having this audience effect around me, and it trailed me into the homelessness scenario. And I was going through, difficult times because I was doing rideshare stuff, and it's on my Instagram posts. I have it on Instagram, and I did, GoFundMe. I wasn't making money doing the video game stuff, but I believed in it because it was right for me, not because it was the thing that I was supposed to do but it was right for me as a human being going through weird life circumstances, and I pursued it. And I think people could have prevented me from ever becoming homeless on that Friar Street apartment. And I think they chose to try to make my homelessness part of my streaming origin story. I think they tried to use my homelessness as a streaming origin story, and it failed miserably. And it was the wrong decision. It never should have made me homeless. But I went through it and I survived. And this homelessness thing really was real for me. And I think they really did try to bury me in the system for a couple of years while they... And this is not an uncommon thing in Hollywood, by the way. This is not an uncommon thing in Hollywood. Hollywood will sometimes bury people in the system and like a washing machine, tumble them around and around and around until they get the product that they like. And this is why it was frustrating to me, because in my mind, they were trying to tumble dry me over and over and over again when I didn't want to be and I didn't need it to be. and people interfered with my creative, and people were interfering with my ability to write my own journey because they wanted me to fit within their story, where I was trying to build my own story. I was trying to write my own story, my own life, and they were trying to tumble dry me over and over again to get a character that fit within their creative endeavor. And I didn't appreciate that. And so they kept me homeless. And I think I'm way too smart to have been homeless for 4 years. And that's why a lot of things that have been going on have, it's a very long chain of events. My homelessness is not gone. Like, everything about my homelessness has been, so again, going forward, watching me and understanding my situation and my real life journey, regardless of how regardless of what people could have done to have prevented it, it still happened. Even though I never should have been homeless, I was homeless. And I actually did survive it. And people really did try to bury me. That was real. It's not, as much as they tried to fake the origin story, but it turned into a real scenario and a real event in my life. That's very real. And I technically, until I have an address that I can put and call a permanent address, I'm still technically homeless. Still. I do want to say I did vote. I did vote, by the way, just to let you all know. I did vote, and I did a mail-in vote unit. So if anybody is in the government is wondering if I voted or not, I sent it to the mail-in voting unit. And I have the receipt that proves my mail was sent. So, going forward, please, understand the real aspects of my life. I'm trying to do something fun and creative with this Assassin's Creed stuff. And some people are trying to help with that. And some people are trying to troll with that because that's what the internet and gaming aspects, that's part of the gaming world, unfortunately. I don't think it should be so big that it's the main focal point. I think the trolling, it should be a manageable group of people rather than people that represent the entire community personally. But, the gaming community is full of a lot of people and a lot of personalities and a lot of creative minds. And, how you get your creativity, well, but, so, anyways, thanks for listening. Let's get into it. If I'm not entertaining today, I'm sorry. If this is a more serious stream, or more kind of like, then okay. So, but we're trying to 100% sync anyways. We're at the point where we're 100% syncing, and so yeah. Maybe we should do a layer of Romulus today. Where's my character? Why don't we do a layer of Romulus? Seems about right. Oh, well, yeah, no, it's okay. I think I said enough for now. We can save some of the other stuff for, and I do also want to say, this is kind of what I want to, this leads into some of my future projects that I'm going to be doing that are more podcast related rather than video game related, because I don't want it to just be this video game stuff. I want the Assassin's Creed series and the Ubisoft game series in general. I want that to be an element of my creative endeavors, and I want there to be a podcast element as well. So, if some of you have enjoyed listening to me and hearing some of my story for the past, even with my kind of like raspy voice right now, because I've been very emotional about things that I've, trying to process about. Anyways, it's been an emotional ride. Being my 33rd birthday, I think it's going to be a good year overall, but it's definitely, there's been some emotions right at the start. So, but if you're someone who's enjoyed, kind of the way I, discuss or my viewpoints or some of the things that I can go over, then this is kind of like a preview for a future podcast, future pod content that I'm going to provide. I don't know where it'll be. I'll probably do it through one of those services, and then it'll pop up on Spotify, I'm sure. But this is kind of a part of that media, the Moose Media idea that I have, is to encompass, podcast stuff, video games, and probably mukbang content. I really like the mukbang stuff. That's a lot of fun. So let's go. I need to hit up. Let's hit up the blacksmith first. Restock our items. And I've had to be this box guy, of course. Thank you for those of you that do stick around, by the way. It's very, very cool of you.
Why not stop and see what I have here, amici? Hold on.
All stocked up. All right.
Okay. Tell your friends about me.
And outfit change. Oh, but we gotta go to it. We gotta. Well, hold on. What outfits do we have here?
Another time.
We have to. We gotta travel to change our outfit. Where is fast travel? Here. Wait, that's. Is it? Yeah. Okay, it's another tunnel. We will upgrade this, and we will go change our outfit. Alright. Horsey, thank you for sticking by my side as well. Okay. I will see you soon, Horsey. Hanukkah's coming up, by the way. Hanukkah's this Sunday. It's the Festival of Lights, and I was, one of the foods that are used, general Jewish food, is challah, right? And I was actually posed more. The topic came up, isn't challah just bread? I was like, no, challah isn't just bread. Okay, so what's the difference? What's challah? Well, to me, the reason why challah isn't just bread is because bread is just, you got your dough, and then you just put it in the thing and you let it rise, and it turns into a loaf. With challah, you make your dough, you put time and energy to it, you braid it, You put it into a nice thing, and then it rises. And it's a beautiful creation of time, energy, and effort, more than just the dough and the pan, and it rises. You get the dough, you put the effort into the dough, and then you put the effort into making it look nice with the braiding, and it's a nice, beautiful piece of delicious bread. So if people want to know what the difference between bread and challah is, it's that challah, there's this sentiment that you put your time and energy and your love into it, and you make it a beautiful thing with the braiding, and anybody, and I'm sure you girls, who braid hair, sometimes sometimes the difference is just a nice braiding in the hair, right? Makes a nice little added difference, just a hair braid, right? Well, it's just kind of like the same thing with the bread. That's what makes challah, a Jewish bread, different than just normal bread per se, or sliced bread, I should say. Is that it's based on the process of people putting a love and an effort into something, even if it's simple, even something simple like bread. They took and they put a love and an energy and an effort to knead it and to create the right ingredients, and then they braided it so it looked beautiful when it came out of the oven, whatever it is that they used to make it rise. So for those of you wondering, with Hanukkah coming up, what's the difference between challah and just normal bread? It's what it represents. It's the challah, it's the braiding, it's the beautiful texture, it's the all of it. It represents the whole, the whole shish kebab, the whole shebang, the whole deal, man. Of one of the most important elements of life, food, sustenance, water, drink. These are all the things that kept people going throughout the thousands of years that we were alive, regardless of your religious or faith-based background. Food was one of those things that kept us going. And things like bread were one of those things. So if you want to know, that's the difference. That's what challah is. So, and by the way, good Shavuos today. Well, any people who are celebrating the more traditional aspects of Judaism, they won't have their electricity on until tomorrow. So for those of you in the Jewish community who watch me, who are currently celebrating Shavuos without internet, I'll see you on Saturday. Good Shavuos. But those of you who still are using electricity, good Shavuos. And that's by the way, Shavuos, like Shabbat, every Friday night from sundown to sunset Saturday. There's certain parts of the Jewish community that celebrate their Judaism by disconnecting from electricity, and sometimes you might wonder, well, I've seen some people who are conservative Jewish, and they still, they say that they turn the light. They're not allowed to use electricity, even the lights on the walls. But I see the lights go on and off. How do they do that? Well, timers. They use a timer. So for those of you wondering how some people in the Jewish community are able to still use certain electrical devices, like after the sun goes down, they don't actually physically touch it. Maybe this is a workaround, but so they use things like timing. They use a timer device, so it times it, so they can have things like their dinner and stuff relative to modern times. So they're trying to work within a modern society of electricity. So they disconnect from the electricity, and not all Jewish people do this, but there's a large, certain percentage of the population does on Friday nights to Saturday. They'll disconnect from the electricity, and they make it, it's a very family-oriented, community-oriented kind of thing. So generally speaking, it's the people who are, on the more Hasidic side, conservative side, definitely people who love to wear the oh gosh, I forget the name, but the thing around the neck, and then the people who like to have the curly sideburns, So yeah, a kippah is very general. Like seeing people with a kippah, that's kind of just like, it's kind of just like general Jewish wear. It's not such a, it's a normal thing. Kippahs aren't a big deal. People probably find the ones that are more like formal a little bit unusual to see, but they're cool. They're generally cool people. They're smart people, but they do take their faith seriously, and it's true. There's some elements that are kind of extreme in their practices and ways, but I think that can be said for any group of people. There's some people who are more conservative, more liberal, more religious, less religious. So, even in Judaism, there are elements of that. So, but Jewish people are good people, and we really are trying to find a way to sort of, to just we want to live in a world where we all love, we don't all have to be the super best friends, but it would be nice if we were all acquaintances enough to where we didn't want to blow each other up. And I think overall the Jewish community, for thousands of years, we've just been trying to find a way to be acquaintances with the world and not, enemies. We don't have to be the best of friends sometimes. I get it. Everybody's got their cliques and their social groups, even within the Jewish groups and the Christian groups and the Buddhist and the Islamic, But, generally speaking, Jewish people, the Holocaust, 6 million people died, and that's what makes it more of an astronomical number. And you're going to say, well, COVID, 6 million people died from COVID as well. Well, yeah, 6 million people died from COVID, but COVID wasn't, it wasn't, people weren't put into boxcars and shipped off to a place to be exterminated. COVID was a viral thing that focused on certain populations based on their, certain health factors. So, 6 million people 70 plus years ago, do you know how many more Jewish people would be in the world today if it wasn't for the Holocaust? Look at the human population growth over the last 70 years. So as a Jewish person, and that's why when some people also question, I've dated girls, been in relationships, but I've never had a girlfriend, official girlfriend. If there were 6 million Jews still alive, and then 75 years later, whatever that would have translated, 100 million, 150 million, 200 million more human beings, imagine the Jewish community that would be available to me today if 6 million Jews were still alive. So although I'm not a religious Jewish person, I'm culturally Jewish, and I take my Jewish culture and history very seriously because it's a group of people that I can relate to and grew up with, sharing a similar kind of background with. And there's a certain element when 6 million people are deleted from the earth, that's fucked up. And that had a chain reaction effect down the line, so just take that also into consideration when, some Jewish people really are just trying to make a Jewish community again. Some of us Jewish people want to make a Jewish community. We want there to be a bigger Jewish population, because if 6 million Jews were alive 70 years ago, we would have hundreds of millions of 100 million more people to be a part of our Jewish community, instead of people, are trying to destroy communities. So, my pursuit for a life and a relationship is serious, regardless of some of the untraditional, more kinkier side that I might have. I'm still a Jewish person looking to build upon my Jewish community. I don't know if I ever want children or how long. I want to wait till I have children, but I do want to be able to build a Jewish community. And so, with Hanukkah coming up, these are important things to Jewish people. These things, we care about these things. Even if we're not all super religious, even if we don't all wear a necklace with a Jewish star, if we don't wear a kippah, I'm like the most, I don't really, I'm proud of my Judaism. I'm not hiding it. I don't know. I don't wear a necklace or anything like that. I don't have a kippah on. I don't, but I'm happy to talk about Jewish topics. I'm happy to talk about certain things. I don't know everything there is to know about everything Jewish, not even close. Honestly, there are people who are way more educated on Jewish culture and history, but, I'm also an opinion that's not biased on the religious or faith-based side. I'm more of a Jew that's a non-religious kind of like perspective, and that in itself can be a little bit rare, sometimes, or have its own value in the community of Jewish people. I really think there is value in it. I'm not kosher. That's another thing. I really do like bacon. Bacon's delicious, and so people probably get confused when they see me, do all these untraditional Jewish things as a Jewish person. Well, I'm not a traditional Jew, but I am Jewish. So with Hanukkah coming up, some people, if you want to participate in the lighting of, if you want to go out and participate in the menorah experience, It would be nice to see. And by the way, where I'm currently staying, you know, I've seen some very nice light setups. It would be nice if I don't know. It wouldn't hurt to see a couple Jewish light stuff. Wouldn't hurt, but you know, at the end of the day, I've got a menorah and I'm gonna light the candles, and I'm sure other Jewish communities will as well. And you know, so good Shavuos, happy Hanukkah to soon to be, and you know, Mazel Tov. All right, let's change the outfit. Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but okay. All right, ladies. How do I?
Stay here.
Yes. Actually, follow me. Here. Protect the house, ladies. Protect the house.
Hold on.
Okay. Well, this has been an interesting stream thus far, huh? It's kind of like an insight into my future podcast series and stuff. But gosh, what are we going to talk about?
I'll have you looking like grand.
Maybe we talk about my relationship life once it gets to that point. That'd be pretty fun, I think. Nationwide. Because of our sweater, we put on the road cape.
Enjoy your purchase and come again.
Okie dokie now. We are ready. Ooh, maybe we should go to this layer on this. You down? I'm down. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do this layer on this. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna do it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna do it. I did it. I did it. Sorry. So sorry. My bad. But I am an assassin, so here's that. Oh gosh.
Why would anyone carry on like that?
Yeah. Alright. Layer of Romulus incoming. What? How did...
Please, be careful, Mr.
For sure, for sure. Oh. It's okay. Wow. Maybe I should have kept my, maybe I should have kept my other outfit on. It would have blended in better. Ooh. Look at this. Look at this.
Hey, you don't own this place.
This is pretty cozy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You've seen Box Guy. Now see Cardinal Box Lady.
Watch out!
Oh, that's a dude. That's actually a dude. I'm sorry. You're not a lady. I thought you were a lady. My bad. It's actually a dude. I think. Oh, there we are. Lair of Romulus engaged. Right into the abyss. Complete the memory within 8 minutes. Are they all like this? That's ominous.
Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen. Ite missa est Deo gratias.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Did you hear? The Baron de
What?
Valois is dead. No.
They just
Now
stopped there.
Bartolomeo d'Albiano is sure.
Okay. Sorry, it's supposed to be dark and ominous.
Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen. Ite missa est Deo gratias.
Oh, I can't do it. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Did you hear? The Baron de Valois is dead. No. Now Bartolomeo d'Albiano is sure to rise up against the Pope.
Cesare's campaign will be in trouble.
Is that such a bad thing?
Perhaps not.
Some say the papal funds lie in disarray.
Serio? The Pope's treasury is never empty. His Holiness will simply kill another wealthy cardinal if he requires funds.
Disgusting.
His name is Ezio Auditore.
Who? The assassin. He killed the banker. Some say he even walks the halls of Il Vaticano with no one able to stop him.
Really?
After all, perhaps Cesare's rule will finally end, and the church will be restored to its former glory.
It's interesting.
I will write the
Well, that's
sermons,
not conspicuous.
then leave them for you within the shrine. Make sure you deliver them convincingly, with passion.
The followers will do anything we tell them to, Padrone. They believe their God commands them.
Bene. Do you have the key?
Yes, Padrone.
May the Lord be with you.
And also with you, Padrone.
Well. Oh. Nothing to see here. Don't mind me.
Assassino! You will not get me!
Yes, I will.
My ascension takes me closer to God and away from you, Assassino!
I don't know where to go. I can't scream.
Assassino! You will not get me!
Oh shit. Can I kill him?
My ascension takes me closer to God and away from you, Assassino!
Okay, I just killed you. You're dead. You're dead. I killed you. You died. Oh. I killed you. You also, I killed him. I went bang bang.
Assassino! You will not get me! My ascension takes me closer to God and
Okay.
away from you, Assassino!
I did it again. I killed him. Game over. I win. No. I don't like. Well, the good news is, at least,
Assassino! You will not get me!
sure. Wait.
My ascension
I got him.
takes me closer to God and away from you, Assassino!
I got you. Okay. Okay. I need to be over here apparently. Okay. How do I do this? How do I get over there? I gotta jump onto that thingy. little thing in the air.
Assassino! You will not get me!
That's what you've been saying.
My ascension takes me closer to God
Wonderful.
and away from you, Assassino!
Okay. How do I? Yeah, but how did I jump the first time? I don't know how I did it. How did I do it? I don't know if I can do this.
Assassino!
Oh,
You will not get me!
I can't do this. I need a cheat sheet. Cheat sheet.
My ascension takes me closer to God and away from you, Assassino!
See, look. Look, look, look. No, no, no. You're supposed to. Right, and then how do I jump over here? How do I do it? Every time I jump, it like jumps upward, or like it's not like jumping on the other side. And if I press the left key to jump that way, it just moves me to the left side.
Assassino! You will not get me! My ascension takes me closer to God and away from you, Assassino!
Oh! Oh, I did it! Okay. Oh. No. No, no, no. Up, 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 up. Hey, yeah. Oh my gosh. No, no, no. No! Ooh, treasure. Hold on. Hold on here. Okay. Okay. Well, at least he's waiting for me to catch up. So that's good. That's good. It's good. It's very good. Now we just got to figure out a way up this thing. Okay. What? Oh, I see. This way. Well, wait a minute. Now I can't even go to. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And we're going up and around and up again and around. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's no way I'm gonna hit the 100% sometime. Okay, and around. Okay, hold on. I should be able. There we go. Okay. And now, what we want to do is we want to jump there. Nope. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah. Yes. I'm just gonna over here. Yeah. And now we're gonna just walk right across. Yay. We did it!
Sanctuary denied.
No. We're gonna up and at him. Come on. Come on, Ezio. Look at the nice man waiting for us to catch him.
I'm out of here.
Holy crap. Is that supposed to happen? Did I break the game again? I broke the game. I broke the game. I broke it. Oh!
It seems God is on my side, assassino!
Got it. I figured out the jumping thing. What? How did you get over there? It's okay. We can finish it another time.
What
Right now,
do you want, assassino?
we want this. We want this
The
guy.
followers of Romulus work for the Pope's gain. Of course. They are ignorant. We are enlightened. Their savagery will lead the people to the light of the church.
Oh, that was... Wow. That was very... What? That's what your god... Wait, that's your god right there? Holy crap. Ooh, dangerous god.
You have nowhere to run. What a fool! You wage war against the very instrument that prevents the people from overthrowing order. Your order is no order at all.
Yeah. Here, try this.
Get away!
You ever hear the old... You ever hear the old smoke stab? Ah! Smoky stab. I don't think so, buddy. Try to smoky stab me right back. I will destroy you. Get over here. Oh, that wasn't even funny. Trying to smoky stab me. Trying to smoky stab an assassin. You crazy, Cardinal? You crazy? You out of your mind? You don't do that. You don't do that. That's not how this works. It's not how this works. Rest in the pieces. Woo! Woo! Wee! Confidence. Ugh. Woo! Woo woo! Wait. Holy crap. I just realized that's some hella drip drop. That's some hella drip drop. Okay, let's go. Woo woo! Oh. Monies, we like that. Alright, alright, alright. Or is it alright, alright, cool? Alright. 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 Cool. Yeah. You now have another piece of Romulus armor. Alright.
There he goes again. Oh.
Oh my. Oh me. Oh my, oh me. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Bello, ma non ci vivrei.
I'm it's there. We're building it. It's happening. I'm Moose. That's Ezio. Today's been an interesting Assassin's Creed experience, but as advertised, the Animus always amazes. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Till then, have a good one. Good Shabbos. Happy Hanukkah, starting Sunday. And, yeah. Live Love Latka for the time being. Okay. Have a good one, everyone. Have a good one. Take care.